If you are doing this, you are losing money and you're losing sales. One of the greatest dumb mistakes that I made when I was getting started, I was a marketing consultant and I was offering my service, and I would use a strategy like a discovery call, a strategy session, right? I was offering this so the potential client would get on the phone with me for an hour, and I would try to close their sale for them to hire me as a consultant within that period of time. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It could be a discovery call, it could be a strategy session, it could be a free consultation, it could be a breakthrough session, whatever you call it, it doesn't matter. It's a closing call, right? And I would get on the phone, right? Spend an hour trying to impress the client, showing him or her everything that I know and how smart I am and impress them. And I would talk most of the time, and guess what? I wouldn't close. I would not close because a confused mind always says no. A confused prospect always says no. But more than that, an overwhelmed prospect also says no. When you try to educate too much during the closing call, you might think, well, I'm just trying to add value. That's what I was thinking too. I want to add as much value as I could within that 1 hour period. So by the end, of course, they would hire me because they could see how much value I'm giving them. I'm giving them my best strategies. I'm giving them my best ideas. Now, definitely, it's a no-brainer to hire me. No, that's not how it works. When you overwhelm your prospect, here's what happens. First of all, he or she is thinking, wow, this is a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know I'm ready for this. This is too much, right? Number two is they are thinking, well, you know what? You've already given me a lot. Thank you very much. Let me just take what you've given me and let me just go implement on my own. Let me try these things out. And if I do find good results, I will get back to you. And guess what? They never do. They don't get back to you. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't happen. So the fact you might be thinking, well, you know what, if I add value, they will hire me. It doesn't work that way. Instead, what should you do? Close first. Close today, educate later. Close the sale today, educate later. After they have committed financially, after you've closed the sale, then you can educate. When you educate too early, you're actually doing them a huge disservice. What am I talking about? You know it and I know it. You are not going to solve their problems, whatever problem they might have, in 1 hour. It is egotistical to think you can solve any major problem in 1 hour. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. You will need them if you want to help them long term. You want to solve their problems long term. It takes a little bit of time. So don't try to solve all the problems in 1 hour. What we're trying to do within that 1 hour is to establish expectations. How you and I are gonna work together. What are the terms? What are the investments, right? What is their commitment level? You wanna establish all those things. And you wanna talk a little bit about their pain points. Because when there's no pain, there is no sale. So no pain, no sale. So within that 1 hour, you shouldn't talk too much. You shouldn't try to educate too much. Let them talk. You close that sale, they sign the deal. Now they are committed financially. Then you can do the education you want, all the education that you want, but it comes after you make that sale. Don't make the mistake that I made. It cost me so much money. Once I switch my approach, instead of trying to impress them within that 1 hour, all I do is I focus on their pain points. And I talk about exactly how we're gonna do business, right? I talk about the terms, I establish the expectations. And I sometimes tell them up front, you know what, Mr. Prospect, we're not gonna solve your problem in 1 hour. No one could solve your problem in 1 hour. What I wanna do is take the time and kind of talk a little bit how you and I are gonna work together in the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years, right? Are you comfortable making that kind of commitment? If not, tell me right now, we're not gonna move forward because we're not gonna work together. But if you are committed, to solve this problem and you want to work together long term, then let's talk. And these are the terms and here's how we're gonna work together. Once I switch that approach, boom, my consulting business just took off. Now I'm not closing 1 out of 20, 1 out of 30, I'm closing 1 out of 5, 1 out of 3. And I was charging more money. Isn't that amazing? So remember, close the sale today, educate tomorrow. If you have any other questions about closing, about sales, comment below, let me know. I can take those topics if what you're suggesting is good. I will take those questions. I will make future video based on what you share with me. If this is the first time you watch my video, click on the playlist, watch my other closing and sales video, because chances are whatever questions that you might have, I've already answered a lot of those in my other videos. So go ahead, keep making it rain.